Hi everyone, so today I want to show you how I made this card. It's a 5x7 portrait accordion tent fold card. So this is what it looks like, the side view, and this is the front. You could have this on the left or the right or in the centre, whichever way you want to do it. I've used dies from inloveartshop.com. If you use my code icedimages, you will get yourself 20% off. You can also head over to cocorosastudio.com and use iced20, which will also get you 20% off. They do have different dies. They are the same, they're from the same company, they're both from Cocorosa Studio. So when you get your dies from In Love Art Shop, the packaging is Cocorosa Studio packaging, but they do have different dies over there than they have on their Cocorosa site. So it's definitely worth looking over there. Just make sure you use the right code on the right site. But I will have put it all up on the screen, so hopefully that will help you out. But yeah, so that's the card for today. So let's get into it. Okay, so for this card, you don't need a great deal. I'm not doing mats with it just because these strips are quite small, and I think if you go for mats, you're going to end up with your very, very tiny pattern layers. So we're going to start with the base card. So you need one piece that is 5 inches by 8 inches, and you're going to score every inch. So at 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches, and 7 inches. Okay, so that's your main piece. You also need a piece that is 2 inches by 7 inches. That doesn't need scoring. And then you need another piece that's 2 inches by 7.5, and that just needs scoring at 1/2 inch on the long edge. So that's all the scoring done. So the piece that we just scored, if you just fold that over like a mountain, that's going to be a tab, and basically these two are going to stick together using that piece there. So we'll do that in a moment. This piece here, we want to mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain fold it all the way along. So you end up with that, okay? So let's go ahead now then and add some tape on here. So I'm going to use red tape. I'm just going to put a bit on that top bit there. And then I'm just going to fold this over so that the tab is facing, it's folded over. I'm just going to take the backing off. And then if we bring our other piece in, the 2x7, line it up along the bottom so we know it definitely lines up nicely with the one behind. Fold that tab over and just stick this down on top so it's nice and level. So you're basically making a 2x7 tent fold card, and you can decide whether you want that tab at the back there or whether you want it this way around so you can't see. You can see the cut edge though, so it just depends on how you want to do it. I'm probably going to do mine that way around, I think, because it's quite dark card, you can't really see. Okay, so we need to go ahead and decorate this first. Now I'm only decorating the 4 pieces that you can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not decorating the back sides. So for that you need 4 pieces that are 3/4 by 4 3/4. Now I've gone ahead and I've taped all these up. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick these down in the relevant places. Okay, so you should end up hopefully with that. So that's with all my pieces on. So obviously the other side, there's nothing on it, it's just the front. So then you want to decide, now this piece here, you can either have it so it's off to one side, like, oh, let me just fold it up so you can kind of see. So it's like that, if you want to. If you want to, you could put it centrally, or if you wanted to, you could put it off to the other side. You could really do whichever way you want to do it. I'm going to do mine off this way just because of the way the die cut works. So I've got this die here, which also came with this die cut, and this is from In Love Art Shop. They are associated with Cocorosa Studio, but they've given me a discount code for you guys to use, which is iced images. Nice and simple. You get 20% off if you use that code on inloveartshop.com. I'll put the link and all the information on the screen. It'll also be in the description below as well. And obviously you can still go over to cocorosastudio.com and use my code ICE20, which will get you 20% off on Cocorosa Studio. Just bear in mind that obviously the code only works on the particular site. So ICE20 works on Cocorosa and Iced Images works on In Love Art Shop. Okay, there are different dies on In Love Art Shop than there is on Cocorosa, so it's definitely worth checking out both sites. As I said, they are the same company, but they do have different dies on both sites, so it's definitely worth checking them out. And I saw some really nice dies, actually, to be honest with you, and you will have seen the video, the craft haul that I did from it. But yeah, so this is one of the dies. I just thought it was really nice. It's very good for a mail card, which is why I've chosen these papers. This is an old Do Craft pack. I think it was called Metallic. It was a Capsule Elements pack, and I think it was Metallics. Capsule Elements Metallics. I'm not sure if it's still available. It's a very old pack. So yeah, so that's going to go on there. So I just needed a piece to go on the front that is 1 3/4 by 6 3/4. So that is going to go on there like that. And then I'm going to decide, because I might actually change my mind, and I might actually decide to have it in the middle. I'm not sure. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stick this onto this strip. Okay, so I've gone ahead and stuck my piece on there. You also need a white piece for the back. I'm going to make mine probably about the same size as this, so probably 1 3/4 by 6 3/4. If you want to go a little bit smaller and make it 1 7/8 by 6 7/8, you can. So that will go on the back. I'm going to do that afterwards though. I'm going to do this first, I think. So I've decided I was going to do it off to one side like this, but I've now decided what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it in the middle like this, because I quite like the idea of having that there and then having that there. So I think I am going to just go ahead and do it like that. So I'm going to open this up. I'm just going to lay this on, make sure it's nice and straight, and then I'm going to take a pencil and I'm just going to draw a line on here so I know where I'm, gluing to. So that's fine. And then I am going to do it with, I think I'm going to use red tape because I want it to stick straight away. I really don't want it to be moving around. And the accordion is such that it could possibly make it move around. So I'm just going to go ahead now and stick this red tape on here. I'm also going to do the same thing on that front section. Okay, so that's that. Now what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to turn this over, and on the back you can just eye it if you want, but I want to measure it just to make sure I'm going to get it correct. So this is 5 inches wide, that's 2 inches wide, so 5 take away 2 is 3, so I need to come in 1.5 here and 1.5 here. So that will be, you can't really see, but I've got a little pencil line there, a little pencil line there, which shows me where I'm going to be sticking this. So we're going to take the back, this is the back, and then at least then I know roughly where that's going to stick. So let's just take the backing off. I'm going to be daring and take it all off in one go. That might be a bad idea, we will see. Okay, so I've just stuck that down so that I know that's definitely central. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this backing off here. I think the tape works better for me, because just if I stuck that down with wet glue, then I would have to be very careful now, and with that concertina being as active as it is, it makes it a bit tricky. So if we turn this over, so I've taken the tape off there, I'm going to fold this down, we're going to make sure that concertina is completely flat, and then we're just going to stick that down like that, and then that's literally held on nicely. So that is what it looks like, and actually it does sort of help it from splaying a little bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and add on my die cuts. So we could do a happy birthday to you this way like that. We could do it that way, or we could do it that way. And I think I'm going to go with this way. I quite like the uneven edge on the outside. One thing just to make sure is you don't go outside of the footprint of the card. Okay, so there's your finished card. Now, obviously, if you wanted to, you could have other balloons coming off on those little struts. You could do lots with this, actually. I've kind of underdone it, I would say, but you could do lots with it. But I just thought it makes quite a nice male birthday card. So yeah, so that is the 5x7 accordion tent fold card portrait. So please have a go. Like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Don't forget to head over to inloveartshop.com and use my code icedimages to get yourself 20% off. And also don't forget to head over to cocarosastudio.com and use iced20 to get yourself 20% off. So yeah, they're the two codes. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time. Bye.